Hey there, everybody. Trying this again on this platform. To see how it goes. Hey there, everybody. Who do I have in here? I'm wondering if I can see your comments yet. Anyone? If you've commented, I don't know if you have. Let's see. If you've commented, I don't know if you have. Okay, so I can see. This is what it looks like to me. Thank you, Eric, for letting me know. Awesome. Perfect. Good. So I can't see who's joined, but I can see comments. So if you want me to notice your comment, you'll have to comment. I can only see Facebook. Okay. So I can see. Okay, perfect. All right. Looks like to me. Good. So this is how it's going to work then for now. The only platform I can't, I actually broke down and bought it. So yeah. So this is going to be the way it's going to be. Perfect. All right, so now all I got to do is get my Instagram peeps hooked up here because this doesn't broadcast to Instagram for whatever reason. I'm not sure. It does every other platform that I have except for that one. So I will just get this going so my Instagram followers can be a part of it all. And then we'll get into our fact for the day. We went with the Army Airborne look today. Shot out of a plane. Came right back in here, put my hat on, ready to go. Almost got Instagram going. There's 9 of you out there. Those of you who's first time joining, this is Storytime with Shane Onyou. We go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays, broadcast live to Facebook, my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, my YouTube channel, and my Twitch channel. So that's where you can find these right now. So excellent. You guys are awesome. All right. So I can see your comments, but I can't see who's in here. Love to see the hearts. Thank you. Hi, Jordy. Jordy, you should check out my new platform. I'm doing it. I'm streaming on Facebook Live, my Facebook page, and or YouTube. So you have options of where you would like to watch, which is new. I broke down and got this platform, and I think it is going to be good because I can add my own graphics to it, as you can see. You can't see right now. There you go. See up in the corner there? Does that not look like Shane? Yes. So branding. So it's a really neat platform. So that's what I'm going to do as often as I can from that platform. Having said that, Feeling the army fantasy. Love you, Daddy. If you're still out there, you're the bomb. Yeah, it took a little bit of work to get that camo the way I wanted it, especially considering some of my makeup is no longer existent. So I had to make do with what I had. So, all right, let's get to it. Start out with our fact for the day. Any kids out there, put their names up and I'll give them a shout out. So yeah, let's get to her. So the fact for today comes from same place as usual. My little first, okay, I just got to figure out the lighting here. I've got a friend is sending me some lighting, so I'm waiting for that. So for right now, we have to make do with what we got. And I'm not liking it, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Why is it? I don't understand. Where's that coming from? It's not that light. Just a second. That might be better. We'll find out. Not much. Whatever. So it's the little kid's first big book of Where by National Geographic Kids. Jill Esbaum is the author of this one. Today, the fact we're going to start out with is, where is Earth's biggest desert? Woo! If you think a desert has to be hot and sandy, think again. Deserts have to be very, very dry, and no place on Earth is drier than the Antarctica. Cold and icy Antarctica is the world's biggest desert. I didn't know that. I had no clue. No clue. Learned something new today. So if you look over here, the desert is a place that usually gets fewer than 10 inches or 25 centimeters of rain or snow per year. So that's what classifies a desert. So there's the Antarctica. Oh, not a place I'd want to be stranded. We go over to the other side here. The Sahara, which covers parts of North Africa, is the world's hot desert. Many of the animals that live there, like the dromedary camel and the fennec fox, can go a long time without drinking any water. So they can go long times without that. Camels, I heard something about camels. Let's see what it says up here first. So the Sahara Desert, even the Sahara can get cold at night. During part of the year, nighttime temperatures there drop below freezing. So there you go. So the desert, even when it's sandy, can get really cold and drop below freezing at nighttime when there's no sun. Isn't that crazy? Wow. The driest place in the world is a spot in Chile's Atacama. I'm probably butchering that name. Desert. Almost no rain falls there. Wow. That is just crazy. So up here you see the Sahara Desert. And you see all the camels. Then over here, you see the fennec fox. And then right here is that desert in Chile that I don't want to say the name again because I will just butcher it. But there it is. So there's all the deserts, different types of deserts. I had no idea that the Antarctica was considered a desert. See, you learn something new every day. So now the question that I leave you with, I love story time. The question that I'm going to leave you with, or you can ponder with whoever you're watching with, where is the coldest place you've been? Also, where's the hottest? The coldest place I have been, to my recollection, I would have to say was Fort McMurray. Cold enough for me. Hottest place I've ever been? I don't even know, to be completely honest. All I can tell you is I've never been to any hot destinations as of recently or in the last 30 some odd years of my life. Neat. Coldest, Calgary. Cute. Hottest, Miami. Nice. I'd have to say probably one of the hotter places that I've been would have to be maybe the Maritimes. Maybe Toronto. I've been to Toronto. It can get kind of hot there. Yeah, I know. I'm lame. What can I say? So that's our facts about the desert. So let's move on to our first story, brought out from the dusty old collection of Shane's little books. Coldest, Calgary. Hottest, Hawaii. Hottest, Australia. Look at you guys go. All right, so as I was saying, did I miss any kids? I don't think I saw any kids' names go up. You have to put your kids' names up so I know they're out there, because then, yeah. All right, so from the dusty old book collection of this king, I had to throw some away. I really didn't test read this one, so bear with me. If I stop abruptly and toss the book, you know why. But yeah, I came across one of my books that was not good at all, so it went straight into recycling. How we've learned even since I was a kid. But yeah, I'm pretty old. So from my collection, it's a Sesame Street book. Ernie Gets Lost. How many of you have been lost before? I know I have. I have been lost before, and it was probably some of the scariest moments of my life, both as a kid and as an adult. Oh my gosh, yes. There we go. Maria, said Ernie, I haven't found a special present for Bert's birthday. Ernie had been saving up for weeks, and he had lots of ideas. I know just the place, said Maria. Let's go to P.C. Nichols' department store. Outing! Do. While they were waiting at the bus stop, Maria said, Nichols is a big store, Ernie. When we get there, stay close to me. Don't worry, Maria, said Ernie. I know what to do in a store. I go to Hooper's store every day. Oh, I love Mr. Hooper. On the bus, Ernie sat by the window. Nichols is much bigger than Hooper's store or anything else on Sesame Street, said Maria. If we get separated, don't wander around. Look for a salesperson behind the counter, tell her your name and that you're lost, and give her this card. It has our names and address and phone number. Okay, Maria, said Ernie, stuffing the card into his pocket. Look, there's Nichols! That's how I scream when I get to go to the mall, when I get close. Closest mall to me is South Center, so it's like, look, there's South Center! Ah! Ernie and Maria pushed their way through the revolving doors at the store's main entrance. This is sure a big store, Ernie said. He could hardly stand still. Maria held his hand tightly as she looked at the store directory. Oh boy, said Ernie. I can't do an Ernie voice. Can we ride the escalator? Sure we can, Ern. We're going to the 3rd floor, said Maria. Look at all the shoppers. One, two, three, step, said Maria as they stepped onto the escalator. I have to do that with my mother. For different reasons, though. She has vertigo, so stepping onto the escalator can be hard. Those of you who know anything about vertigo, can be quite difficult. Now remember, Ernie, if you can't find me, don't wander around. Okay, said Ernie. Look at those cookie jars! Too bad Cookie Monster isn't here. When Ernie and Maria stepped off the escalator, aisles stretched out in every direction. This way, Ern, said Maria. Suddenly, a man bumped into Maria and she dropped her purse. Her wallet, change purse, comb, and everything else scattered all over the floor. Maria scrambled to pick up her things. I'm terribly sorry, said the man. He stooped down to help Maria. Ernie looked around at all the colorful displays. That looks like a rubber ducky. Oh, rubber ducky, you're the one, he said. Ernie ran to the aisle to look closely, but it was only yellow soap. Boring. Ernie turned back to where he had left Maria. He thought he saw her going up the escalator, and he jumped on behind her. She got off the escalator and walked very fast. Ernie had to run to catch up with her. When she stopped to look at something, Ernie grabbed her hand. She turned around. Whoops, said Ernie, backing away. I thought you were my friend Maria. But it was only someone who looked like Maria. Ooh, they do look similar. Ernie looked around. The big store seemed more crowded than ever. Maria's just gotten herself a little lost, Ernie thought. I bet she's trying to find me right now. I'd better look for her. When Maria had gathered her things, she looked up and saw that Ernie was gone. Oh no, she said. Where can he be? And she began to search for him. Ernie walked down one aisle, then another. There were lots of grown-ups everywhere, but none of them was Maria. There were a million different places in the store where Maria could be, thought Ernie. The store seemed to be bigger and bigger. Ernie's throat went dry. That scary feeling, hey? Nobody likes that feeling. Ernie realized that he had been wandering around for a long time. Oh no, he thought. That's what Maria told me not to do. Ernie felt horrible. He sat down. His tummy felt like a stone. I'm never going to find Maria now, he thought, and he began to cry. Ernie reached into his pocket for a hanky and found the card that Maria had given him. He dug it out and looked at it. Maria gave me this in case I got lost, Ernie said to himself. But what was I supposed to do with it? Then Ernie remembered. She told me to find a salesperson to help me. Ernie looked up and saw a salesperson behind the counter. He jumped up and ran over to her. My name is Ernie, he said, and I am lost. I can't find my friend Maria. Then Ernie gave her the card to read. Don't worry, Ernie, said the salesperson. We'll find Maria for you right away. She picked up the telephone that was behind the counter. Stay right here with me while I go page Maria over the loudspeaker. The salesperson helped Ernie up onto the counter, where he sat while they waited. What's taking Maria so long? Ernie asked. Did she go back to Sesame Street without me? I'll never find Sesame Street without Maria. Then he heard the announcement over the loudspeaker. Maria, please find your friend Ernie in the umbrella department, 3rd floor. Ernie felt a little better. They have a whole department for umbrellas. Must be rainy there. It wasn't long before Maria came running down the aisle. Ernie! She shouted. There you are! Maria gave Ernie a big hug. I'm so happy to see you. Ernie burst into tears again. Are you mad at me? He asked. I forgot what you told me and I got lost. No, I'm not angry, said Maria. I'm glad that I could find you because of what you did remember. Ernie wiped his eyes. He felt better now. I found the salesperson you told me about, he said. I hope you weren't too scared when you were lost. Ernie and Maria thanked the salesperson. Now, Ernie, said Maria, let's go do our shopping. After all their wanderings, it was easy for Ernie and Maria to find the toy department. Ernie bought a Pigeonland game. He knew it was just what Bert wanted. Perfect gift for Bert. That's awesome. When Ernie and Maria got back to Sesame Street, Bert was waiting for them. Where were you guys? He asked. I was beginning to think you were lost. We were shopping for a surprise for you, said Ernie. Happy birthday, old buddy. Get that. Pretty gift. Very important to know what to do if you're going somewhere and you happen to get lost and know who you need to be talking to if you're lost, or what your parents gave you directions to do. Those are always important. All right. Let's move right on to our second book here. Did I miss any kids or anything? No, we're still good. Excellent. That's what I like to see. No new comments that I can see. Excellent. Any kids over here? All right. Alrighty. Moving right along to our second book, provided to me by the great folks at the Okotoks Public Library, my good friend, librarian Lara. Or Lara. Tomato. I should really clarify. It's Lara. All right, so this is The Sissy Duckling by Harvey. See, that glare's really bad now. By Harvey Fierstein. We'll make this work. We'll figure it out. It's just because there's so much shine on that first page. The Sissy Duckling by Harvey Fierstein and illustrated by Henry Cole. Oh my gosh, it'll be so nice to have some proper lighting one of these times, one of these days. Whatever. Sissy Duckling. Now I can't see. I'm seeing spots in my eyes. Speaking of eyes, did you want to see my eyes today? So today I have black and brown. Wait, this one's black. This one's brown. Had it backwards. So black and brown. I get all my contacts at the costume shop. Most of them, I'd have to say 90% of them are primal contact lenses. Great costume ones. If you're old enough, your eyes have to have stopped been developing and stuff like that, unless you have a prescription or a note from your eye doctor. All right. Elmer was the happiest duckling in the whole forest. He loved building things and painting pictures and playing make-believe. He also enjoyed helping around the house, and he was especially fond of decorating cookies. Who doesn't love to decorate cookies? Right? I like to decorate cookies. Yes, Elmer was a happy duckling doing all of the things he loved to do. Unfortunately, there wasn't a single other little boy duckling who liked to do any of the stuff that Elmer did. Not one. They boxed, Elmer baked. When they built forts, Elmer made sandcastles. They had a football game. Elmer put on a puppet show. Ooh, puppet show. Oh, Daddy, Mo, if you're still out there, we should do a puppet show. We could do it on StreamYard. We need to talk. All right. Sometimes Elmer played with the girls, but most of the time he played alone. Oh, gotta start there. Sandcastles. Puppet show. Yeah, for puppet show. You'll never get along in the world if you don't learn to play with others, Papa Duck told his son. It's time for you to learn to play baseball. How about I put on a halftime show instead? Offered Elmer. Papa Duck just shook his head. What's the point? Elmer asked. I can't catch. I can't throw. Look at Daddy's all serious there, eh? What? Like the sparklers. You don't have to catch or throw. Just hit the ball, said Papa, plunking the bat helmet onto Elmer's little head. This is going to be a disaster, thought Elmer, and the first pitch streaked past his beak. Batter can't hit, chatted the catcher. Elmer snapped back. Do I point out your shortcomings? As the second pitch whizzed past his bat. The umpire called, Strike two! Swing, hollered Papa, swing! Another pitch flew right into the catcher's glove. Strike three, cried the umpire. You're out! Really? I'm all done? Elmer asked, tossing aside his helmet and bat. Thanks for the swell time, fellas, he announced. See you in the postseason. And then, to the amazement of all, he skipped merrily away. Yay, Elmer. Do your thing, Elmer. Do your thing. Oh, it looks like we may have lost Instagram. Oh, they're back. Elmer was getting ready for bed when he heard Papa shouting in the living room. Sissy! That's what they call him, Sissy! Now I'm the laughingstock of the whole flock. When Mama came to tuck Elmer into bed, it took all of his courage to ask her, What's a sissy? Mama sat down next to him and explained. Sissy is a cruel way of saying that you don't do things the way others think you should. How do they want me to do things? Just like they do, said Mama with a smile. You're special, Elmer, and being special sometimes scares those who are not. I don't want to be special, Elmer quietly confessed. But you are, Mama said, holding Elmer close. And one day, you will amaze us all. I like Mama. Elmer arrived at school the next morning to find big bully Drake Duckling blocking the path. No sissies allowed in my school, Drake squawked. Elmer faced him down, bill to bill. You're just angry because I do things differently, but one day I will amaze you all. Who fed you that line? Drake chuckled. Elmer bellowed. My mama! What a sissy! Drake howled, and then the other ducklings joined in, teasing Elmer until Miss Hennypecker appeared at the door. I heard that, announced their teacher, and all of you will stay after class until you learn to get along. The ducklings grumbled and mumbled and waddled into the old schoolhouse. There he is, the bully. There's always one. Because everyone blamed Elmer for having to stay late, he decided it would be wise. How come he decided? It would be wise to let them leave. Oh, never mind. Because everyone blamed Elmer for having to stay late, he decided it would be wise to let them leave school first. He took a good look around before stepping out from behind the door. Alone at last, he said to himself, and started down the path. See, there's nothing to worry about. "Wanna bet?" came a thundering reply. Drake sprang up from behind his hiding place, his fists raised for a fight. Elmer had no time to think. He made a break toward home, running harder than he had ever run before, with Drake chasing his every step. They jumped over fallen trees, splashed through puddles, chased through branches, and leaped across the stream. Elmer was so frightened that he couldn't catch his breath, not even when he reached his house, not when he got to his room, not even when he locked the door and hid under his bed. Even then, alone in the dark, there was no peace for Elmer. There's Drake. There's Elmer running. There he is under the bed at home. He ran away instead of fighting, Papa bellowed. He was being chased, Mama argued back. In a few weeks, we'll have to fly south for the winter. It'll be every duck for himself. Only the strong will survive. If you'd stop thinking like a sneaker commercial, you'd see that Elmer is just as strong as any other duckling. Elmer is a sissy. Elmer is your son, Mama pleaded. He's no son of mine, declared Papa. Poor Elmer heard his father's words, and his heart crumbled into pieces. What do you do when your own papa calls you names? To the plate again. Oops. Elmer didn't want to make his mama unhappy or his papa angry anymore. He filled a pillowcase with his paints and tools and a picture of his parents. He tied it up in a bundle and carried away into the night. The forest was dark and silent. Elmer was relieved that there was no one around to see his tears when he slipped into the great pond and swam away from home. People don't always realize how hurtful their words can be. Elmer stepped onto the opposite shore and looked around. He found an old hollow tree hidden deep in the forest. No one will ever find me here, he thought. Just as Elmer had made his own toys, he now used his special talents to make his new home. He built a comfy bed and a warm fireplace and a door to protect him from the chilly winds. My house has everything I could ever want, he boasted. Everything except my mama and papa. There's the tree he found, and there's what he's doing on the inside. The grass turned white with the first frost of winter. Elmer knew it Elmer knew he would soon be the only duck left in the forest. His heart ached to see his parents once more before they flew south. As quietly as he could, he paddled back across the pond and arrived just in time to see his flock readying for their journey. We can't go without Elmer, he heard his mama cry. We can't stay here, Papa replied. If only I knew he was all right, Elmer whispered to himself from his hiding place. I'm all right, Mama. The flock took off into the sky, and Elmer waved goodbye. Just then, a shot rang out, shattering the cold. Hunters leapt from behind trees and their guns a-blasting. Ducks screeched in fright, struggling to fly as fast and as high as they could. Shot after shot tore through the air, and the ducks fell like autumn leaves from the sky. Elmer breathed easier when he saw that most of the flock escaped into the clouds, but then he realized that the hunters and their dogs would be coming. He was about to hide in the pond when he was stopped by the sound of a quiet moan. Terrified as he was, Elmer followed the sound. He parted the tall grass, and there, to his astonishment, he found his wounded papa. Fly away, Elmer, Papa pleaded. You don't see any other ducks coming back to rescue me. For once in your life, can't you be like a normal duck? He argued. Forget me and save yourself. That's what every other duck would do. With all his strength, Elmer lifted the old duck and carried him to the safety of the pond. It may not have been what any other duck would do, but Elmer knew in his heart that it was the right thing for him to do. Papa was completely confused when he awoke. Where am I? He quacked. Don't worry, you're with me, Elmer answered, bringing a bowl of hot mushroom soup for his papa to eat. The old duck looked around the wonderful home. You did this all by yourself? But then he remembered what had happened. You must leave here and fly south. No duck has ever survived a winter in the forest. Save yourself, son, please. Elmer answered calmly. You've been sleeping for a long time, Papa. It's too late to leave. He opened the door, and Papa could see the deep snow that covered the forest. So you can see the snow outside there. Oh, son, what have I done to you? Don't worry, Papa, Elmer chided. We're going to have fun. And he was right. All winter long, they played games, told jokes, and made things, and laughed, and talked, and got to know each other. It was on a warm, cloudless morning that the sky exploded with the sounds of honking and flapping. Spring had come, and the ducks were returning home. They gathered in the large field to give thanks for their safe journey. As the newly elected leader of the flock, Drake Duckling, that's the bully, asked for a moment of silence to remember all their fellow ducks who had not made it through the winter, and let's not forget the ones who were shot by the hunters last fall. And Elmer, Mama cried out. Don't forget, we lost my Elmer too. Now who could forget Elmer? Drake chuckled. That little sissy. The other ducks joined the laughter until a voice boomed forth. If Elmer is a sissy, then I wish I were a sissy too. Drake angrily demanded. Who said that? To everyone's shock, Papa stepped forward. Papa! It was impossible. No duck had ever survived the winter in the forest. Not one, not ever, never. Mama ran to embrace Papa as the other ducks wondered how. We know how. Elmer was so engrossed in cooking a pot of dandelion stew that he had never even knew that his mama was there until she said, Are you two grown up to give me a kiss? Elmer cried with joy and hugged her. I always knew you were special, she whispered to him, and now everyone else knows too. I'm so proud of you. The entire flock cheered when Elmer stepped from his home. One by one, each duck congratulated him for his bravery, loyalty, and ingenuity. Drake Duckling sheepishly kicked the dirt from his webbed feet. He didn't know what to say except, Way to go, Elmer, and he offered his wing for a high five. There's Mama hugging him. Oh, Mama hugging Elmer. And then over here. Cool. Elmer took a deep breath and then spoke his mind. I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I'm the same duck I've always been. I have not changed. I am a big sissy and proud of it. Drake took a step forward. You haven't changed, but maybe I have. Again he offered his wing, and this time Elmer slapped it hard as the flock rushed around to surround their hero. Over the years, Elmer learned that he was not so very different after all. Out in the world, he met lots of other ducks just like himself. No, Elmer was not so different, but he always did remain special. Just like every one of us is special. Yay! The Sissy Duckling. Great book. Great book. Which brings us to our last book, my friends. Our final book for the day. Oh, sad. So sad. But that's okay. This book was gifted to me by my big sister, who has been phenomenal, providing me with books throughout all this time. Love her to pieces. It's been great. Big shout out to my big sister, Jody. And the book is called Except When They Don't by Laura Gehl and Joshua Heinsz. Except When They Don't. Pretty cool. I like this book. I just blinded myself again. Still seeing spots. How y'all doing? Awesome stories. Thanks, bud. Sorry I have to go. Yeah, no worries. Peace out. Perfect. All right. Our last book, Except When They Don't. Here we go. Let's get to it. Boys play monster trucks with glee. Girls bake cakes and serve hot tea. Girls like pom-poms pink and jewels. Boys like fighting pirate duels. Girls sashay in sparkly shoes. Boys wear clothes of only blue. Boys cut bad guys down to size. Girls paint purple butterflies. Except when they don't. Boys build spaceships out of blocks. Girls delight in princess frocks. Girls think ponies are a blast. Boys like race cars loud and fast. Girls perform to fairy songs. Boys play football all day long. Boys yell boo and run away. Girls like kittens and ballet. Except when they don't. Pom-poms with the football. Girl with the football. Tag. Dragon with a ribbon. Football player with pom-poms way on the end there. You might play with swords and knights. Maybe twirl in flowered tights. You might tuck bears into bed. Or put earthworms on your head. You might like to paint your nails, maybe hike on nature trails. You might make lots of noise or take baths with mermaid toys. You might think you need to choose dolls or robots, pinks or blues. Except you don't. Girls and boys like lots of things. Play-Doh puzzles, queens and kings. Dressing up and making forts. Playing house and playing sports. Flying planes and driving cars, hanging from the monkey bars, gazing up at distant stars, rock and rolling with guitars, everywhere from near to far. Be exactly who you are. The end. Yay! I want to thank you all for joining me today and trying out this new platform. It was a very interesting venture. I want to thank you all for tuning in as well. If you'd like to show your appreciation through monetary means, feel free to each email or use the PayPal. If that's not something you can do, feel free to share and tag, share it far and wide. Please follow my YouTube channel, subscribe, hit like on videos. It all helps out immensely. Watch the videos. It all counts. You wouldn't believe how much it would help with just those small little things. If you could do that. Follow me on all my media. Yeah. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays live. Now live to Facebook profile, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, as well as Instagram. Zach says toys are toys and for everyone. I agree with you, Zach. Hi, Zach. So, yeah. So, follow me, share, tell your friends about Storytime. I also offer up personal performances, so you can message me. I do personal readings. I can read you to bed. I can read your newspaper to you. I will read whatever you want. Again, just message me, private message me that way, and we can set that up. Also, if any of you are interested in doing a group story thing, we can do like a Zoom room and read a book. Message me that way too. It's up to you guys. I'm here. Utilize me. But as per usual, I'm here Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays, 3 p.m. live. Later shared to YouTube if I can figure out how to save this video on this platform. Oh, I never even thought of that. I'm sure there's a way. Hopefully I figure it out before I lose the video. But yeah, and then on Sunday I'm doing commercial drag, which is out of Vancouver with my good friend Dust. It's up on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Check it out. And then it'll be live on YouTube the night of. I have a retro show this week with Fake Mustache. Stay tuned. You'll see that as well if you follow us. Follow us. Anyways, peace out. Thanks for tuning in today. It was great. A lot of you came through today. Thank you for your patience with the new platform. Absolutely loved it. We look forward to using it more and building it even more as I learn how to use it, how to use the platform better and my branding. Like I'd love to make my little brand up there in the corner. See up there in the corner, way up in the right-hand corner? I'd like to make that pop. Excellent. He says hi back. Perfect. Anita. Yes. I'm so glad you all joined me today. It was so much fun. I really hope you join in again. There's so much more we can do with this platform, which I think is just phenomenal. So with that, I'm going to end this broadcast, see if I can save it so that I can have it for my own files. And we'll go with that. We'll see you all again soon. Thank you much, and peace out.